Hey guys, Zeke here from Patchwork Gardening, and today I got a few plants and I decided I would take you along with me as I repot them. So it's only the 8th of January and I already gotten 2 new plants in the new year. Yes, I have a problem, but I thought I'd take you with me as I repot them. I have this Monstera Deliciosa. I love it, and I've been really wanting to get it repotted. So I have this nice terracotta pot. It might be more than one size up, but I feel like it'll work. I also got this really cool Orbea Variegata from a shop on Instagram. This person's Instagram is called Rustic Succulent Shop. They have some really cool plants that they just sell through Instagram, and I just had to snag this. If you've seen the flowers, if you haven't seen the flowers, Google it. They have these really weird looking starfish like flowers. Absolutely obsessed with it. So without further ado, let's stop wasting time and start repotting these plants. I need some scissors. Where are my scissors? Found my scissors. So I got these. I went to Ace Hardware. I went to Ace Hardware and got this really nice. Oh, did I get the wrong variety? I got the wrong soil. It's fine. I was gonna get black gold, but instead I got Miracle-Gro Organics, which I'm totally fine with that because it's still organic, so I'm not too worried about it. I steer away from Miracle-Gro because I feel like it's just, like, a lot of it is, like, it's like, ooh, added nutrients. A lot of my plants, like my Nepenthes, are really sensitive to added fertilizer, so I avoid it. But since this is organic, it'll be a test. I'm still figuring out what type of soil I want. I was gonna get, Espoma, because that's my favorite brand so far, but they did not have Espoma, and I don't think anywhere in Auburn does, so that's a struggle. But yeah, so this will work just as well. Honestly, I don't think what type of soil you get is ever too deep, but I do think that you want to make the right mix. So like soil is soil, but the mix needs to be right. So I got this Miracle-Gro Performance Organic. I might tag it down below in the comments. We'll see how well it does. But I'm gonna do a 60-40 ratio between this and this perlite I got. So I was trying to find some perlite at Lowe's, but all they had was Miracle-Gro, and it's like, ooh, Miracle-Gro fertilizer has added nutrients, and I was like, no, I don't want added nutrients. So I found this elsewhere, and I have it in some of my other plants, and so far it's pretty good because perlite is perlite. But so I'm adding a 60-40 mix. So I'm doing. That's a 50-50 mix. Let me add another bag of soil. And yes, I'm doing this in my room. I have a box and rugs underneath my table to hopefully keep some of the soil off my carpet. We'll see how this goes. I want to do this in my living room later, but tonight I just said, heck to everything. I want to record this video. I don't want to keep this Orbea Variegata out of a soil for too long, because I came back to this at my apartment already in my mailbox, and so I was like, okay, perfect, let me just send it to Auburn and it will be there when I get there. So it's been here for a few days, so it's about ready to pot up. And so let's start off though with this Monstera. Let me see, let's get a good feel for the roots. Ooh, yes, this is a healthy root system. It looks really good. It's not root bound or anything. Let me get this. I've never had a Monstera, so I'm not exactly sure what to expect from everything. So any advice on soil medium and like watering, leave down below. But from what I know is like you definitely want it to dry out between waterings, but they do like water. So definitely want to get it nice and wet, moist. I'm gonna break up this root ball a little. What's life without a little bit of a mess? I don't get how people can record videos like this without making a mess. Okay, let me make a little hole in my pot and push up the soil on the sides, okay? Okay, yes. Put this around the sides. This is looking real good. I am super excited for this thing to get big. I have it right under my grow light, carte blanche, so it should really love its spot it's in. So I'm super excited for that. Because I know these get huge. I don't want it too big, but if it does get too big, I will just find a space for it, honestly. It's a Monstera. You make the space for it if you really want it. You have enough soil in there and you push it down. Don't like make it super compact, but you want it to, because as you water it, it will move, and so you don't want it to make holes. But you also want to leave a little lip at the top. I don't know if you can see it, but I have a little lip. This one's a little small. I usually do more of a lip. But just so when you water it, if it doesn't go in right away, because sometimes the water will take a minute to start soaking in, then you want it to not drain over and make a big mess. So yeah, that is my Monstera Deliciosa, all potted up. And that's perfect. It's a little crooked. I want to get a moss pole or something for it. That will be another video. But yeah, so there's that. And next is this Orbifolia Variegata. I hope that's the right name, because if that isn't, I'm going to be really embarrassed that I said the wrong name this whole entire video. So please don't hate me if that's the wrong name. It's such a weird plant, and I love weird plants. Like, the weirder, the better.
But plenty of plants that you wouldn't think of as succulents have a succulent nature to them, like lots of peperomia and stuff. They just have more of a, succulent really means they have more of like a thick stem and leaf, which they use to soak and store water into. So those types of plant usually like more of a well-draining soil, and I feel like that's part of gardening, is like just knowing some of the basics. Like, you don't have to know everything about a plant, although I do recommend researching about plants you're gonna get. But even without researching, you can figure a good amount, or assume a good amount about a plant if you know what you're looking at. So this is more of a succulent variety, I believe. And I can tell it by the stems, so I'm going to have it in more of a well-draining soil.
But this also has a drainage hole, so thank you, Ace Hardware. Because like most places, whenever I find a cool pots, they're all like no drainage or anything, and I'm like, well, that sucks. Because as much as I would love a pot, it really is important to have good drainage, which sometimes I don't do. I have plenty of plants, sadly, that aren't in pots with drainage, but you know, some plants you can get away with it. Some plants you can't. This is one that I have a sneaking suspicion would struggle a little more without a drainage hole. And I'm also a heavy waterer. Like, I often find myself accidentally overwatering, and it's a bad habit of mine. I'm really working on it. I've made some good progress, but that's why I don't keep succulents mostly, because I just end up drowning them. So I've been trying to plant in terracotta and more well-draining soils to keep my overwatering habits in check. So here's the plant all potted up, super cool. It'll have plenty of room to spread out its roots, and hopefully I'll have it right underneath my grow light. You can see that. So thank you for coming along with me. I just really wanted to show you how easy it is to make your own soil. It seems really intimidating, but really just get some good basic mixes, and you can personalize it between plants, but oftentimes I will use a very similar, as you saw with my Monstera and my Orbea, I use a very similar mixture of perlite and normal soil. But I think one of the mistakes many people do is don't care about the soil they use, and then they're like, why is my plant dying? Because they're like, they get all into the plant, like the watering schedule. But watering schedule is highly affected by your soil, what you have it planted in. So if you have a thicker soil with like no perlite, you're gonna have to water less because it will hold on to the water more, and root rot will be a lot more likely. So adding a lot of perlite will help it from your roots from rotting. Although you do have to be careful because they will dry out quicker. So my maidenhair fern, I have that planted in strictly soil. Like it has almost no perlite in it, and I don't have to water it. And with the high humidity, I don't have to water it but like maybe once or twice a week, which is not too bad for a maidenhair fern. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss a single video that I have, because I have plenty of really exciting plant things planned for the future. So thank you for coming along, and I hope you have a great day.